Peace. Welcome to the YouTube live book reading of Sacred Sounds. Magic and healing through words and music. We pick up in chapter 8. Great Ted Andrews' last chapter of Sacred Sounds. So I had to gather energy and release. Man, had a lot of work to do. Divine Rising and highest heart love. Welcome to this peaceful part of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters. And today is a very special day. That's why I'm coming to you live from the light. Black Earth. My mother's solar return. So I just wanted to start it off with honor. Yes, Mom, I love you. Chapter 8, page 181. Techniques of Bardic healing. Anyone can be a Bardic healer. The potential resides within us all. It does require a new look at ourselves and our world, and it demands a new sense of responsibility. The Bardic tradition is about new perceptions. It is about responsibility for our lives and all those lives we touch. It is reminding ourselves that the finger pointing at the sun is not the same as the sun. It is within our own hearts that we hold all of our heavens and our hells, all that we can imagine and behold. The ancient bards were the priests, priestesses, magicians of their lives. They were healers at every moment. They were aware of every aspect of their being. Through their myths, tales, songs, and words, they teach us what we can do. In the Greek myths, Orpheus touched the heart of Eurydice with his songs and his music, and their union was blessed. Tragedy struck, and Eurydice was bitten by a snake and died. Orpheus played his song of grief, and even the gods cried. Determined not to be forsaken, he took his song to the underworld. Hades wept, and all of the spirits of the dead were brought to a standstill. For the first time, even the Furies were wet with tears of sadness. Moved by the song, Hades promised to return the beloved Eurydice to the upper world, as long as Orpheus would not look back until both had reached it. Anxious to see his beloved, he turned to look before she had exited the underworld passage. Eurydice was swept back down and lost forever to him. We learn of the same story in the Old Testament as well, Lot, right? And Sodom and Gomorrah. Peace, divine, rising, highest heart love. Thank you for the likes and subs. Man, thank you so much, highest heart love. All right. Peaceful Party YouTube will read books. We're at page 182 at the top. We just started the new, and last chapter, chapter 8, Techniques of Bardic Healing. All right. Within this tale is much regarding the healing responsibilities we all face. All is possible within ourselves as long as we learn to work with the laws and principles that govern our world. If not followed, a price will be paid. Our rewards and fulfillment will be incomplete. The Bardic tradition teaches us that we have a responsibility to all aspects of our lives. There are certain natural laws that govern all life. We can all only abuse the physical body so much before healing will not correct it. We need proper diet, exercise, rest, breathing, and playtime to sustain the physical vehicle. Abuse of any of these will create imbalance, and even when things seem beyond our control, as in the case of Eurydice, the proper use of love and knowledge of the healing arts can give us a second chance. Put a pin right there. Entering chapter 8. Definitely respond to that. This is why we say don't do drugs, right? It's very important. Do not do things that harm the physical body. This is our temple, right? And just like we keep our place clean and always tidy, always, always revitalizing our space and refreshing, right? The same has to be done with our uniforms, our angles, so we can see 360 degrees. That's complete. hmm And when we know that holos, heal, right, means to be whole and complete. So you can't climb up mountains with a broken hip or knee. No, you have to heal and be refreshed, gather your power, and then you can go up to the mountaintop. I've been there plenty of times. Yeah, I'm 101, no doubt. All aspect of the healing field, traditional and non-traditional, serve their purpose. It is not the intent of this work to give one method credence over another. The purpose is to show that there are always alternatives. There are many ways of healing and working with the human essence to restore balance. We each have our own unique energy system, and thus it is our responsibility to find that method or combination of methods that works best for us as individuals. The techniques that follow are not meant to be a panacea for every health difficulty. Neither should they be taken as prescriptions. The techniques outlined are guidelines. We each must take those guidelines and reshape them and resynthesize them into a method that works for us as an individual. That's how I devised your healing. Yeah, your healing, as I've told you and you've seen on this channel, diaphragmatic breathing combined with assisted stretching and pressure points to the hands and feet. This is internal and external healing that I've brought to the world. And, it's old techniques. Our ancient ancestors, you know, were already doing these techniques. They knew breathing to the body is going to bring it to a homeostatic balance, homeostatic resonance. They didn't even sing or use the vowels unless they wanted to connect with the divine. So that's why you see Ma'at has two A's, all right? It's very key, but that's after years and years of trying to decipher it and having the masters before us to be able to decipher it. But you see that double A, right? And we know through the harmonic vibrational, that is the sun and the moon energy and Mercury. So very powerful how it all connects, especially when we're dealing with healing, because you're connecting everything. So with that, the top of page 183. Techniques of Bardic healing in the 18th or 8th chapter of Sacred Sounds. Magic in healing through words and music. Discover the magical power of singing, speaking, and storytelling by the great Ted Andrews. Thank you for being here. Hi, it's Heart Love. Tuning the human essence. Yeah, this is very, very key. So I'll read this part and then uh, let you go out in the day. Thank you for being here and seeing it live. I will put a brief vocabulary in the description, and when it's all complete loaded up, it will be in the playlist for the book. Tuning the human essence. Tuning energies with voice, sound, or music will affect people in different ways. But since sound is basic to all life, it will affect everyone to varying degrees. Keep in mind that you are not practicing medicine. You are simply working with energy at primary levels. Regardless of the individual, there will be one common effect. Sound treatments induce a comfortable state of relaxation. For any of the techniques that follow within this chapter, you can use specific instruments to generate the sounds. Pitch pipes, your own voice with the vowel sounds, tuning forks, or any combination. I will describe the process using tuning forks, but as they can be expensive, you must simply adapt the process to your voice or whatever methods you choose to use. Regardless of what you use, it helps to visualize the vibration reaching out and restoring balance. There is an axiom of energy which states all energy follows thought. By visualizing the vibrations touching the chakra, restoring balance, and cleansing the individual of negative energy, the effects are amplified. Sound is effective. Thoughts are effective. Sound and thought together are extremely effective. Let's put a pin right here. Very key. Thank you. Likes, subs, peace, peace. You have to use that and let that sit in. Tuning the human essence. Very key. Because when you put the sound with the thought, that's more focused energy, right? And we learn from the principle of pitch and sound healing that focus energy vibrates highest, right? So that's why it's important to, when we are doing things, that we are very aware of what's around us. What are we focusing on? Thank you so much. Happy Thursday to you as well. That's so elevated. Hi, is heart love. Gratitude. Thank you for the likes and subs. We're pushing to 600 subs on this, and then keep moving on. We just read books on this channel, and I'm a master fitness trainer, so we love to you know involve the community, the book lovers community, and read books that can help humanity. This is a service for free, and it's all here for you. Peace, peace. All right. Yes, sound and thought together are extremely effective. The individual can be seated or lying down during the tuning. It often depends on what you may intuit about the situation and the individual. The more comfortable the individual is, the more effective the tuning will be. Mhm. I recommend working with from the back, as the spine is a dynamic sound resonator, but there are times when working from the front is equally effective. It is also powerfully effective to place your hands on each of the points that you tone. Yes. This is especially effective in the humming technique. Yeah. You can put your, and we naturally do this too, right? We naturally will, we burn our finger. And we use the U with the M. When we are soothing. I think I'm going to write a book on it. The sound. It's a soothing harmonic sound. So very key. The humming technique. Described later in this chapter. 1. Have the individual assume an appropriate position, sitting or lying down. 2. Remind the individual to just relax and enjoy the session. 3. Cleanse and balance the auric field first. It can be done through the age-old technique of etheric or therapeutic touch to smooth out the ruffles in the aura. Simply hold your hands 6 to 8 inches from the body and slowly stroke the energy surrounding the body. Visualize the electromagnetic field of the individual smoothing itself out. It is very effective, if only in establishing a proper frame of mind for you and the other individual. Peace. Hi, it's Heart Love, Joseph. Much love, Joseph. Hi. Thank you so much. Peace. Thank you for being here in this peaceful part of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters, learn from sacred sounds. Master, healer, Ted Andrews. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. We're reading. He's guiding us through a technique right now. Another method is to use incense, one that is calming and soothing. Smudging is an ancient process of cleansing and balancing an energy field. Having a calming scent in your healing area when the individual arrives will allow it to trigger resonance from that moment on. Tibetan symbols are effective for straightening out the auric field, or use soothing recorded music to assist with this. The rattle, as previously discussed, is also effective. It really is. That's why we always carry ours around, right? And that's why we always give it to the babies, as we learned earlier in this book. 4. Tune each chakra point along the spine. Use musical notes, vowel sounds, or tuning forks in any combination. Move through all 7 chakra points. 5. After completing the first round, it is a good idea to cleanse the aura again, balancing the chakras, often releases negative static energy that has accumulated. Unless it is swept away, it may settle back in again. Yeah. 6. Return to the tuning process, but use the entire chromatic scale. Use the sharps and flats, focusing on the in between points along the spine. This opens and balances the meridians throughout the body. 7. Cleanse the aura again to sweep out what may have been stirred up through the second phase of tuning. 8. Retune all 7 chakras again. Sometimes the flow of energy that is established and reestablished by opening and balancing the meridians can catch the chakras off guard and create another imbalance. This further ensures the strength and balance of the chakra energy. And this is also what I like to speak about as reinforcing the love or reinforcing the healing. After we've gone through the energy healing process, we want to go back and make sure that there's everything clean. It's like seeing something from a different angle when we're cleaning up, right? From this angle, it's like perfect, okay? But then we walk around and we go, oh, look, there's something right here. Let me get it. And so this is a way of reinforcing the cleanliness, the debris pickup. Oh. 9. Use any other healing techniques to cleanse the entire energy field of what has been released. A good smudging is effective. Various forms of channeled energy, etheric and therapeutic touch, spiritual laying of hands, etc., can be effective at this point. Use of a crystal or Tibetan singing bowl mhm, is a good method of shattering any energy, debris, and cleansing the aura. 10. And that brings us back to do. Bring the session to an end. It is not unusual to have an individual fall asleep during the session. This is a good indication of the effectiveness. And also, when you're going through the process, I like to see yawns, very key in knowing that the body is being receptive to the breath work. So yawns is another one. Sometimes they may pass gas um, when in the stretching, especially when I'm stretching the lower back and I have the knees towards their chest and they're just breathing to it. The back is extending out. They're cleansing all of that in their body and in that back chakra, that governing meridian. And so sometimes gas comes out there, you know. But these are all very very key moments in knowing that your healing is working. Mhm. With any session, there should be discussion before and after. Counseling is an intricate part of the healing process. Ailments and intricate, form us of imbalances. Ailments inform us of imbalances. They help us to discover negative patterns we have been creating on other levels. If we do not learn the lessons, the healing is temporary. It is a band aid approach to health and not holistic. If we can recognize the patterns, we can begin to change them. We do not want to merely treat symptoms, but causes as well. And we'll pause right here. Continue back. When we reconvene, just started the 8th chapter, Techniques of Bardic Healing in Sacred Sound. Discover the magical power of singing, speaking, and storytelling. Magic and healing through words and music. Gratitude, highest heart love. Thank you for being here doing this live reading. And I will make sure it goes into the description when it's finished uploading with a brief. Look at her. Brief vocabulary. Thank you so much for being here. Highest heart love, happy Thursday. Mom, I love you. Thank you so much. It's her birthday. Mom's solar return. Yeah, so I'm going to sing I love you especially to her today. And she knows because I sent her a nice package. Right, Mom? I love you so much. So, in this new reading, this new book that I just released, the Harmonic Vibrational Manual, which details the understanding of mastering the self vibration through voice toning, through using the vowels. As you'll see, the table of contents, and then right before that, it says, dedicated to all of my teachers. My first teacher, Wilma Calloway Riley. I love you, Mom. If you get a chance, please go support self-publishing, independent, funded, self and guided and protected by the Most High. That's who sponsors me. All the angels and the light workers, that's who sponsors me. Thank you so much for being here and reading books with us. To the book lovers community, let's have a live libation of love water to my mom and Tamika's mother and Marquise's mother and so many's aunt and role model. She was so many others' teacher, special education classes at Glassboro High, and middle school. My mom is just a magnificent, loving woman. She's always praying for the community. She's very, very active in the community, always has been. So I love you so much, Mom. I know you come back and check my readings out once in a while. Man, it's your day. It's your week. It's your world. I love you. Oh, that's great love. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. We are shaking it up on YouTube reading books. Woo! Because it's a spiritual war. The light always wins. Right? Hey ya, 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 hey ya. Yeah, love it. I love it. I love it. I'm doing it little by little. About to complete another book. We're now in the last chapter, chapter 8. So Highest heart love. Happy Thursday to you as well. Thank you for being here and reading books with us. Highest heart love. Mom, I love you so much. So glad you're retired. You and Dad both are retired. Makes us, joyous that our mother and father are well taken care of. Ay, 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 ay. Love, 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 love. You, 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 you. I, I love you. Know it, because I love myself. You taught me. I've kept going. Look at your baby boy. Highest heart love to all our family and friends. Peace, peace.